Welcome, homeschool parents. Today we're diving into why we need diverse books, particularly African American literature, and how they enhance our homeschool curriculum. Let's talk about this enriching world of diverse storytelling, specially tailored for our homeschool needs. Ready to discover the power of African American literature in transforming your homeschooling experience? Let's get started. As homeschool parents, one of the biggest challenges we face is finding diverse books that reflect our values and beliefs. And when it comes to African American literature, the struggle can be even more pronounced. So let me tell you why. First, let's talk about availability. While there's been progress in recent years, mainstream publishing still predominantly features white authors and characters. As a result, finding quality African American storybooks and chapter books can be like searching for a needle in a haystack, if you know what I mean. It's frustrating, to say the least. But even when we do manage to find diverse books, there's another hurdle: representation. Many of these books may feature African American characters, but are they authentically portrayed? Do they accurately reflect the experiences and cultural nuances of African American families? Unfortunately, not always. And as a homeschool parent, we need to ensure that our children see themselves reflected positively in literature, and that is paramount. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room: affordability. Yeah. Quality, diverse books often come with a higher price tag, making it challenging for homeschooling families on a budget to access them. And when we're trying to build a comprehensive homeschool curriculum and a homeschool library centered around African American literature, these costs can quickly rise up. So, homeschool parents, I do feel your frustration. The struggle to find diverse books that align with our homeschooling values and provide authentic representation for our children is a real thing. But don't worry, because I'm going to share some practical tips to help overcome these challenges and discover the literature that will enrich your homeschool experience. So now let's dive into finding diverse books for your homeschooling journey. I've got some tips for you. Tip 1, support diverse owned bookstores. These establishments often prioritize diverse authors and stories, providing a rich selection of culturally relevant literature for readers of all ages. So check it out in your area. Tip 2, attend diversity-focused book events. Expand your collection of diverse books by attending book events and festivals that celebrate diversity and multiculturalism. These gatherings offer opportunities to discover new and diverse titles and meet authors and illustrators from diverse backgrounds and connect with like-minded readers. Tip 3, utilize library resources. Maximize your access to diverse literature by utilizing your library's resources. There's many cities that have excellent libraries. I know the main library here in Detroit is wonderful. They have a lot of really good books. And if you can't find it, request diverse books from your library and also utilize that interlibrary loan program that they may have so that you can access a wide range of titles that promote inclusivity and representation. Okay, so here's our fourth tip: support diverse authors and illustrators. Yes, the illustrators too. Make a conscious effort to support diverse creators by seeking out their works and actively support their contributions to literature. And as you're adding diverse books to your homeschool library, consider clicking the first link in the description below, as I've curated a special book list of diverse titles suitable for all ages through high school. So sign up to receive updates and recommendations for special books that I personally recommend for your homeschool? Well, as a homeschooling parent, I've always sought to provide my children with an enriching education that celebrates their heritage. However, I struggled to find books that accurately portrayed African American experiences beyond the narrative of slavery. Frustrated by a lack of representation, I started to look for diverse literature that would offer a more authentic reflection of our history and culture. Here is one book that truly resonated with me and my children. It's called Raising Dragons, and it's by Jardine Nolan. This book really captivated me and my children. It's a story that not only featured relatable characters, but also offered a refreshing portrayal of African American family life. You really got to check it out. Well, it's told from a perspective of a young girl. The book seamlessly weaves together themes of imagination, friendship, and self-discovery against a backdrop of fantasy. Discovering Raising Dragons was a turning point in my homeschooling journey. Inspired by values and lessons imparted by the book, I made the transition from using boxed curriculum. It was direct instruction curriculum, I think, but I transitioned to the Charlotte Mason method. And this approach allowed for a more holistic and literature-based education that I wanted for my family. Diverse books like Raising Dragons became a cornerstone of our educational experience. The themes of imagination, friendship, and discovery found in Raising Dragons resonated deeply with my children. They not only enjoyed the fantastical elements of the story, but also connected with the characters on the personal level. So through the book, they learned valuable lessons like empathy, perseverance, and the power of creativity. Raising Dragons exemplifies the importance of representation in literature. I'm telling you, by featuring diverse characters and storylines, it fosters a sense of belonging and empowerment among young readers. My children delighted in seeing themselves reflected in the pages of this book, and it sparked a newfound excitement for reading and learning. So incorporating diverse books like Raising Dragons into our homeschool curriculum actually transformed our whole educational journey. It's not just about teaching academic subjects, but also instilling values, good habits, nurturing imagination, and fostering a deep appreciation for our cultural heritage. We continue to use diverse literature as curriculum to this day, even in high school. And I'm excited to say that it's been very positive for my kids' growth, for their psyches, for their outlook on life, and their development as being African American homeschooled children. As I've said earlier in this video, it's important to use diverse books in your homeschooling. It's evident that these stories hold immense value for our children's education and worldview. And from uncovering the challenges of finding this diverse literature to ensuring practical tips for discovering enriching titles, you'll now be able to create a more inclusive and engaging homeschool experience for your children. So don't just stop with the few diverse books. Continue integrating more diverse books like Raising Dragons into your curriculum. Add them to your library. Well, get ready to dive deeper into integrating diverse books into your homeschool curriculum, because in the next video, we'll explore creative ways to incorporate diverse perspectives across various subjects, enriching your children's education and fostering cultural appreciation. So stay tuned for more tips and strategies to enhance your homeschooling journey. Click the next video on your screen to continue learning.